Alrighty guys, and welcome back to part 6. In this video, we will be showing you the basics of getting your loot protected. Now, if you're on a PvP server, there are people around to take your stuff. You need to make sure that you reserve some form of land. That way that they can't just take your stuff for free. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to erect a very easy, very simple base that I think everyone should do. Right? You'll notice it's nice and simple. It doesn't have too much space inside, but respectfully, you don't need a lot of space. Now, you will notice in the last couple of videos that you've seen, I've been collecting something called cobblestone. We're going to make some more wooden frames because we have enough wood. Let's just do that. We'll make another 100. So your building doesn't need to be too high, but I would recommend at least 3 tall. If you were here to protect against zombies, I'd recommend 4 tall. But 3 tall will be enough for you to be able to put a roof on your base. This is not a pretty base. I'm going to be honest with you. This is what I would like to erect early on in the game in order to protect my loot. It also is very easy to break into. Even if you do upgrade it, it is still very easy to break into. The whole premise is that I will not be leaving this unattended for too long. But, however, because I'm doing a single player playthrough, it's not too much of an issue. We're going to craft a wooden door, nice and simple. Okay, first thing you need to note is over 80% of the zombies in the game hit at head height. Things like crawlers, zombie dogs, there are a few exceptions that hit below. Even a zombie bear hits at the equivalent of head height. Now, I do have a point up available, but I'm going to choose to preserve that because I need 2 points for my next level up, which is going to go into agility. Once it's at 5, it's going to take 2 points all the way to 8, and then at 8, from 9 to 10, it takes 3 points. You can get modifications for your armor in order to make that easier. Now, you can technically just put down building blocks that are wood, or put down building blocks that are above the grade of wood, which is cobblestone. However, you don't get the experience. On the bottom right-hand side, it almost says 2,000. That's how much wood I've currently used. You hear that sound? That is using the cobblestone that I have accumulated so far. Cobblestone's very easy to make. It requires stone and clay. However, I've been picking it up from the cement mixers, and I've been saving it. No zombie is really going to get through this with an easy time on the first horde night. If you're able to make your base in cobblestone, awesome. Now, I'll be honest with you, if this is a PvP-based server, I wouldn't be doing this in cobblestone straight away. I'd wait till I have enough in order to wreck the whole thing in cobblestone. I would make the whole thing wood first. But for now, we're going to just keep going. If you look at the experience on the bottom right, you'll see I've already generated over 4,000 experience by doing this. I'm going to do every second tile, because I'm low on wood. Never mind, I am out of wood. Okay, so what a player could do is they could destroy these tiles and make the stuff fall above. So I would not recommend doing this on a PvP server. I'd recommend getting enough wood in order to do it. But what I needed to do, ladies and gentlemen, is just get an outpost up where I can put a door. Now you might wonder, why is the door so important, Goose? Very good question, because I need to make myself a campfire, and I also need to make myself, I'm just going to scrap a couple of blocks here. I also need to make myself a storage box. Even a wooden storage box like that. Now I can put the storage box down in any location, and now I can put loot in there. I can also put the campfire on top. Campfire you can't do much on, but when you have access to a cooking pot, the cooking pot will allow me to make water. I feel bad scrapping these frames because I will need to remake them, but I need the wood anyways. So what I can do now is I can make clean water, but it does take some time for me to be able to do. I can't make grilled meat, so I'm going to leave my meat in here too. Storage box will allow me to put supplies in here that I don't need to carry in my inventory, allowing me to essentially carry more gear. I'm going to make another couple of cobblestone bits. There we go. It's going to take 44 seconds while that crafts. That's going to allow me to essentially put me in a better spot. I have 8 eggs, which will allow me to get closer to bacon eggs. 1 lockpick, I don't need that. I don't need that either. What I need to do right now is cut down trees. Ideally, I make the whole base wood, but I haven't really harvested a lot of wood. I did walk past in one of the previous videos, I walked past a store that had wood inside, which I should have probably looted, but that's okay. So this means I can do one of 2 things. This is what separates knowledgeable players and not knowledgeable players. A not knowledgeable player will sit here and cut down trees. That is fine. You can choose to do that. That is a way in order to gather progression for the base. If you were doing a multiplayer playthrough with multiple different teammates, you can set one person cutting down trees. Every time I attack this tree, I get hungrier. So food's going to become an issue. I'm not earning money, and because I'm not earning money, I can't use the vending machine nor the trader. We're going to press A to repair this. We're going to drop these. You can replant the trees. Because I'm in the forest, I don't need to. If I was in the desert, I can actually take seeds over and plant trees and then get a good supply because, you know, lack of lack of stuff in the desert. Now this gate, say it was locked and I can't get over this fence because I can't jump high enough, I can just put a crate down, jump on the crate, jump, grab, and I'm over the fence. It allows you to get away from zombies when they are chasing you. Look at the skulls on the right-hand side of the screen. Do you see how there are 4 skulls? That means this is a 4-star point of interest. I could go in there and attempt to do it. I will most likely lose my character because it is built for later game content. Now remember, the zone that you're currently in is a reflection of how easy the game is. You can still get tier 5s in the out here in the forest, but if you were in the wasteland or if you were in the snow, that would be harder, the loot would be better. Remember what we never walk past? I've explained it a lot of times now. We never walk past mailboxes, ladies and gentlemen. Mailboxes are always our bread and butter. I'm going to have to put this down. Unfortunately, I'm low on stamina and I don't have enough to deal with 1 runner, to be honest. I'm going to hit him in the head to pull him over. Unfortunately, I missed. The other guy bled to death and he came over anyways. Love to see it. Now, our crit chance is there, but unfortunately, it's only at 30% or so. So we could technically 1 in 3 hit him, but most likely we're not going to. There are light and heavy attacks. You'll notice I'm mostly doing heavy attacks because my character's screaming. Unfortunately, we don't need paper, but let's just keep moving. What else do we have in here? You never know what you'll find. The only books I've spec'd into is magazines, so my probability of finding... Sorry, the only books I've spec'd into is knives, so my probability of finding knife magazines is actually a lot higher than anything else. I can still find armor and all kinds of bits and bobs, but the probability of knives are definitely there. So let's just wait for him to come over, get a stab in his head. We will be able to stop doing this when we get a higher grade knife, yeah? When we get a hunting knife, we won't have to play so defensive. I have a lot of first aid, so technically I don't need to do this, but if he breaks an arm or a leg by attacking me, I don't have a splint to fix it, and I don't want to burn through my duct tape back at base. We're searching the basic stuff that we can along the way. Unfortunately, we are very unlucky. I can't do anything with coffee until level 10 in cooking, which I will hopefully get by day 7. Ideally, you get it before day 5. There is a zombie dog over there. You have to be very careful, but I want to check the grill. I can hear a working fridge inside. I'm going to... Now, because I've spec'd into knives, I found a hunting knife. Now, that hunting knife, this knife goes up to level 6. This knife goes up to level 6. It's a whole division stronger than the knife I have now. Unfortunately, it will require a repair kit in order to fix. Okay? Chances of me getting a repair kit is quite low. There is a zombie dog over here. I know this point of interest. And a normal zombie. There he is. So let's get up here. We will use firearms because it is not something we can deal with very easy early game. And he does have a lot of health. Unfortunately, however, he is worth a decent amount as hide as well. Missed a couple of shots. There should be one more zombie here too. Now, this is my quest. And the beautiful thing here is there are a lot of different mailboxes to loot. There's a very easy point of interest. There's a few big mamas. We're going to hold on to the stuff we can sell. I don't ever plan to use knives on this character, so I will sell that book for $100. There's still one zombie walking around here. I just need to aggro him. Probably, there he is behind me to the right. Should be able to fuck him up with the knife. Excuse my language. Should be 2 hits to knock him down. There you go. See how powerful that is? Unfortunately, when it breaks, I can't fix it just yet. We're going to learn this book. And we're going to learn this one. No stamina penalty when sneak, crouch, running. Okay. We're going to check that crate all the way over there, the toolbox, because there's a chance we'll find what we need in there. We can now craft a... I'm not going to need the coffee grounds, because I'm not going to have a coffee farm. Okay, machete parts as well. Let's do this nice and easy. We got one zombie here. Take the headshot. Should be 2 hits to knock him down instead of 3 because of the quality of the knife. Even though it's a tier 1 hunting knife, it is still a hunting knife. Notice that I'm constantly cutting down the curtains. You might wonder why. I can actually sell all the cloth fragments, and I will need the cloth fragments later on. I want to do this entire point of interest because they're all caravans. What do all caravans have in common? A kitchen. What am I very far behind on? I'm very far behind on cooking books. The more cooking books I get, the quicker I can make bacon and eggs. I just found another modification I can slide in here. That's going to decrease how slowly the weapon breaks, which is really lucky to get. You see the cupboards to my right-hand side? These are also very important to loot early game because they classify as cupboards, which can be found in kitchens, allowing me to find food or the books that I want. We're going to try and stay on top of all of our stuff right now. Okay, unfortunately, there's no real point in looting cars. I generally do it if I need to get my stamina back. Alright, we got another zombie in there. It might be a big mama. This is going to be dirty water. Beautiful. Not a big mama. One to the body to stop momentum. Unfortunately, I stood on that crate there, which made me miss the headshot. That is bulk stone, by the way. I hit her in the body, so she stopped attacking, which gave me enough time to follow up on the head, but I missed due to the unfortunate circumstances. Do you hear that sound? That means that there is a kitchen, and inside that kitchen is a working fridge. Working fridges can be very nice early game, or they can be just useless. We'll have to wait and see. Let's see what's in the fridge. Moldy sandwich. Unfortunately, it was useless. That was plastic, and everything else in here is useless. By the way, this is a leather couch. Makes a different sound when you hit it, if you need to gather leather for a pipe baton, for say, or something early game. I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this. I'll eat this, I'll drop this as well, and I don't need this. Trying to keep my inventory relatively clear. There should be a big mama in here. That's the name of the zombie. No, it looks like we got the tourist. Now, unfortunately, we do have to deal with him. You notice I've been avoiding him for quite a long portion of the game. We'll actually be able to deal with him with the knife, but it will require a lot of the durability out of the knife. He went down, but he's not dead. Down he goes. We got a critical hit, so he would have probably still been alive. Search everything we can in here. Make sure we close the door behind us. Yep, so we know if a zombie's coming behind. Chance at a magazine on the right. That is a chair that I can't pick up. Unfortunate find. Very unfortunate find, but we are looting everything in here. We found some potatoes. That's okay. We're getting really unlucky on the cooking books. They're very, very popular, by the way, but I have not found one yet. I think I found one so far. So I've just been very, very unlucky. We'll loot everything in the point of interest. All we're doing is hitting E, letting the bar finish, and then pushing R straight away, yeah? We got some crossbow bolts. Check the cupboard for anything. Spoiled trash. That's fine. Now, the more you are overweight, the bigger the penalties you get. I can't use brass right now. I'm going to scrap this, drop this, drop this, drop this, and I'm going to eat a potato on the go. There is a cooldown between eating, so I like to run and eat at the same time. Let him out. Another zombie coming. I hit him in the body. Whoop, I missed my headshot. That's okay. It should be one more hit to the head to knock him over. There it is. Down he goes. This is the exact same enemy with a different outfit. One to the head. Hit him in the head again. Down he goes. Should be 5 to the head. There we go. We got another crit. Crits are starting to stack up now, aren't they? We got a little bit of food in here. Unfortunately, we're getting really unlucky. There you go. We've got a cooking book. Finally. Just always paying attention to the HUD. We loot everything, and then we go through our inventory. It's more efficient. It saves more time. And I don't have to do this twice. The only reason I'm doing this twice is because the sooner I can make bacon and eggs, the sooner I save money. I'm at 3 out of 100, but respectfully, I only need to get it to 10. Dropping the stuff that isn't important in my inventory right now. I can actually turn those into... I can scrap them, actually. That's what I can do. There's my Big Mama in the working kitchen. Big Mama always has the loot room with her. She will do a lot of damage if she hits me. Look at that. She absolutely chunked my health bar. That was me being a bit of a noob. I shouldn't have let her hit me then. There was no reason to be in close quarters combat with her like that. I thought I saw a zombie behind me. I kind of panicked a little bit then. Some zombies make no noise. Not intentionally, but just keep that in mind. Alright, this is the loot room. Let's see what she's got for me. 2 first aid and a double pocket mod. I could put this modification in any piece of armor. Just like that. And now that means I can carry 2 extra slots in my inventory without being overweight. Scrap the chair because the chair is made out of leather and leather sells really well early game. So if ever you have an opportunity to get bulk leather quickly, do it. And if it's nighttime and you're in a diner, feel free to chop up the diner chairs. A lot of them are leather. Or even the... I don't know why you'd be in the bear's den, but leather is very common and it's very easy to get money through leather. The best way to get money early game is through a wrench, but that's okay. We're going to drop, eat, drop, scrap. I'm going to drink the water as well. We're going to eat the potato. So that's technically all the loot rooms done, but we got one more little room to check. I don't want to fight him in here, so let's try and get outside. 1 to the body to stop him, and then 1 to the head to follow up, yeah? There he goes, nice and simple. That's a cloth fiber couch outside, for those that just saw it in the corner of my eye. Dirty water can be made into clean water, so water's not going to be an issue anymore. We're looking for the books. I'm very disappointed with how hard it looks to find these books. These books are very common. I've been incredibly unlucky. I'm taking a lot of time in order to do what I'm currently doing. And I believe it is currently worth... I'm not going to eat this meat. I'm going to drop it because it makes me You know what? I can make water, so technically I shouldn't drop the charred meat. I don't ever think I'll need to eat it again, though. I think I'm past the point. It's only day 2, and we're already that comfortable with our ability, for lack of a better term. Alright, we're going to start the quest. It's going to respawn everything inside here. That includes the zombie dog. You see that medical van? There is always a zombie here. And there is always a piece of loot as well. There he is. Always a piece of medicine. So there is 2 times the chance here in order to find the first aid bandage, or to find the blueprint, or the magazine to make first aid. That cast allows me to break a body part and then have it heal, which is good. But we're looking for being able to level it up. That was very unlucky, but you know what? It's okay. We can't always be lucky. We've been pretty lucky with the hunting knife, yeah? Let's start the quest. All the mailboxes are reset. We need to get rid of this zombie dog before we do anything. It can be silent sometimes, and I don't want it sneaking up on me. It's not silent. We got the zombie behind me as well. This is... I do not agree with zombie dogs appearing in a tier 1 point of interest. Guy's got a limp. Should be 2 to the head to knock him down. I got another zombie. Let's run. Don't even need to look. We heard him. Let's just go up. Play smarter, not harder, yeah? Now, the zombie dog will give me hide, which is nice. There's a crit on him straight away. Love it. The other guy bled to death. 2 level ups with both of those levels, both here. It's going to require 2 points. Increase the chance to crit, increase the headshot damage. You'll notice when I get that to like 8 or 9 or even 10 that I'm critting a lot and I'm clearing zombies much faster. You always want to spec heavy into it, yeah? Alright, let's start from the back. I heard somebody jump then. Zombie to my right-hand side attacking something. Looks like there is no chance of a repair kit being in there, but that's fine. Drop, drop, don't need, drop. Don't need as well, don't need rotten meat. Keep moving. Let's get inside. Tried to get the free hit on him while he was in animation. Down he goes. Close the door behind me. I don't want somebody sneaking in. Okay, let's loot the whole place. Chop up the couch, or in this case the bed. I have time to do it, and it's going to be cloth fragments. The more cloth fragments I get, the better off I'll be. I can actually sell bulk of them early game too. Checking the cupboards, looks like we're fine. Chance of a pistol, it's very low, but no pistol, that's okay. I found another hunting knife in the toilet. Look at that. Probability of that isn't very high, but you know what? We'll take it, ladies and gentlemen. So now when this hunting knife breaks, I can use the other one. I can scrap the hunting knife, however, I don't recommend doing that. If anything, you'll melt it on the forge. I should be able to get a forge up and running whenever I get back to base, if I choose to take that path. It's not urgent for me to get that done. We've got another book. That's good. Alright, let's move on to the next one. We're going to try and do this nice and quickly. Alright, I might be talking a little bit less right now, guys, but you'll notice we're just trying to loot. So you can do points of interest really quickly for fast experience and cash, but a lot of people do miss valuable stuff. Like I said, the most important thing for me right now is getting 10 in cooking, so I'm able to craft bacon and eggs and coffee. That'll give me basically an unlimited supply, which is good. So I'm checking all the cabinets for the baking, for the book. I've been very, very unlucky. I do have a lot of water from all the toilets, which is nice. The second most important thing for me to get access to is going to be 5 in first aid. First aid's going to allow me to make medical supplies, which will keep me alive. After that, it's the forge. Once I get a forge up and running, I then need 10. So technically I need 15 by tier 3 quests, which I'll easily be able to do in the forge. These books here, we've collected them. We're going to learn 1. We can now make a dew collector. We don't need it. We're going to skip it. At 5, you'll notice that we get our next bonus, which is a forge. And now at 10, we get a workbench. Once I get a workbench, I can start erecting really strong stuff. I don't need that magazine. I'll learn it anyways. You only need 1 of those in order to make pipe bombs. And when you come to my first Horde Night, you'll be able to see how important they are. Steroids, best injection that you can have in the game. You might wonder why. And the answer behind that is steroids allow you to run with a sprain. They also give you 10% additional movement speed and allow you to have maximum weight for 10 minutes. Very, very good to get your hands on steroids in this game. I always try to make sure my character carries at least 3, just like Mega Crushes, but Mega Crushes are quite expensive and we're not going to be able to do that in the early game. Alright, let's keep moving. We're burning through a lot of time right now, guys. There you go, we got a Fireman book, which is nice. Let's check it out. Molotovs light enemies on fire for 10% longer. Love to see. Love to see it. Where are you? I'm going to let him hit the door, because remember, zombies have a cooldown between attacks. That's my window to take 2 hits on him, yeah? If I just let him come out, I didn't have that window. He should be maybe 1 more. We've got a crit anyways, we'll take it. We got a really good water bottle in there. I'm actually going to drink it to keep my weight down. Scrap that, drop that. I'm going to eat this, drop, drop, drop. Looks like the package is directly underneath me. We'll get that through outside. Package is right there underneath me, so let's go outside and get it. Looks like the barbecue is toast. There it is. So this is the whole point I came here. Get the quest item and get back to the trader. I'm not going to leave without taking out Big Mama. Oh, Jesus. That could have been terrible. Let her come out. Never be afraid to miss and then run, yeah? Always play to that maximum momentum you get by holding W, yeah? You move faster. Holding S, you move at half the speed. So always use W as your movement. You're always moving like that. See what we get in the box? Heavy armor for the headpiece. It's very good, don't get me wrong. But I'm going to sell it. You might go, why? Heavy armor, it offers more protection, correct? But it comes at the price of mobility. Right now, I'm using my speed as my best weapon. Let's quickly search the rest of the kitchen. The whole reason I did this quest was for all these cupboards. And you want to know something? I got one cooking book. I was very, very unlucky. Not to mention, I'm quite happy with the mailboxes. Batter up book, doesn't matter to me. Won't be using bats. Shouldn't have opened it, I should have let him attack the door. Should have let him attack, so he wouldn't have got the hit on me. That's him down, let's get inside. The issue here is I'm trying to rush now, and because I'm trying to rush, I might pay the price. Another armor up book that allows me to make level 3 primitive armor. Very good to get at the beginning of the game. I actually like making a level 5 set of primitive armor. A lot of people disagree, but I think a level 5 is better than a level 3 specialized armor. In this game, when you're able to make specialized armor, there are multiple. There's over 15 different armor sets that do different things based on your playstyle. You can have athletics if you like to run around a lot. You can have heavy stability, protection. You can have stealth. Depends on your playstyle. The character we're making right now will probably be a stealth assassin character, as opposed to we normally go loud and proud. Straight back to the trader. I'm 4 overweight. Look, if I can trim the fat, I will. Put this on my action bar. I'm gonna sell all the stuff in my inventory. So I kind of need the money at the moment. I've got a cooking pot. The next most important thing, you see the mailbox is open. I know it's not an issue. Come over here. You do more damage to bears. I will eventually be fighting bears. They'll be spawning in on Horde Night. They're called zombie bears. Quite difficult to deal with. A zombie bear on this difficulty has 2,200 HP. It's a lot of HP. It has no armor, but has a lot of resistances to stuns and knockdowns and stuff, so the extra damage might help. I'm going to take that. I don't plan on ever using it. You do 20% more damage with a shotgun if you hit an opponent at 100% health. Don't plan to use a shotgun. We are doing an agility-based character. There's never a reason to walk past mailboxes. I'm more likely to find precious gems and jewels. That's good. With that, I can sell them. You can use diamond tips to craft certain things, like a diamond tip modification for a axe, but we're not going to need to worry about that. We're going to keep proceeding a little bit further towards the trader. So right now, you'll notice that there's not many zombies around, because we did clear this. Zombies do respawn, but generally when these kind of things happen, I'll get probably 2 or 3 hours to myself without having to worry about many zombies. There you go, we got one all the way out there, but we'll start dealing with, I don't want to say higher tier zombies, but we'll start dealing with cluster zombies. Zombies that come in groups as opposed to zombies that are very far and few between. Okay, let's keep looting these. I need all the feathers I can get because I'm running low on arrows. Arrows are quite important. And remember, I was talking about cobblestone. We have enough to erect a little bit more. We didn't really find a place to get a lot of wood or harvest a lot of wood, but that's okay. It's not much of an issue. It's a nighttime job for me to do. All right, guys, I'm going to cut the video here and we'll continue off in the next video. Have a good one. Cheers.